Scribd Audio presents Home, Social Essays by LeRoi Jones, also known as Amiri Baraka, read for you by Brad Sanders. 2009, Home, New Introduction. The essays in this book reflect a period of great change and excitement. The title was meant not only to speak of my attempts to analyze and understand what life was like here in the U.S., as the 1950s came to an end and the turbulent 60s swept in, but for me, it was also a conscious attempt to home in on both where I was coming from, literally, and where I was trying to get back to, spiritually, and finally, on the very real side. One heavy and aggravating problem with these early writings is that I've long since changed my views on some topics. There is a neophyte black nationalist tag to this book, yet I have been a Marxist since the middle 70s. For instance, the homophobic language in several of the essays, including American sexual reference, black male, using the word fag, homeboy style to refer to the right-leaning liberalism of too many Americans, males as well as females, is wrong-headed and unscientific. In actuality, the attack was on a social class made comfortable from the super profits bombed and machine-gunned out of the third world, and it should be obvious that there has grown a whole sector of Negroes participating in this as well. The sexual reference comes from a ghetto language which used homosexuality as a metaphor for weakness, when in all truth, physically, there were even in my own youthful experience very open homosexuals who could kick most of the straight dudes' behinds, not to mention the homosexual giants we all have known who have always been out front sexually and politically. Now I must openly regret and apologize for the use of that metaphorically abusive term that was then part of my vocabulary. These essays were shaped by the beginning of the civil rights movement and surrounding events, including the murder of Emmett Till in Money, you dig, Mississippi, and the photo of his destroyed face inside Jet magazine, Dr. Martin Luther King's marriage to Coretta Scott and their arrival in Montgomery, Alabama, the arrest of Rosa Parks, an experienced activist refusing to sit in the back of a Montgomery bus, the subsequent mobilization and organization of the black community of Montgomery, and the election of Martin Luther King with his new Ph.D. from Boston University to the leadership of the Montgomery Improvement Association. You should understand by now the deep-going socio-political jolt such improvement.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?